Listen to how disgusting Jamie Lee Curtis is in this clip and how I'm going to debunk her TDS.
You have to have empathy. You have to care about people. He does not care about anybody but Donald J. Trump.
Jamie Lee Curtis, it's losers like you that actually don't care about people.
And he's never demonstrated anything.
In 1988, he used his private jet to transport a 3-year-old all the way from Los Angeles to New York for specialized treatment because he had a rare breathing disorder. An Army veteran was diagnosed with stage 3 bladder cancer, and his family was concerned about his medical bills. Once he started his treatment, he realized he wasn't receiving any bills, finally learned out from the hospital that Donald Trump had privately paid for all of his medical treatment. In the 1990s, Donald Trump's private pilot's wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was going to be $30,000 for her treatment. Donald Trump paid for all of it and then continued to pay for her additional care. In 1986, he learned of an elderly woman that had $77,000 of debt, and her family farm was going to be taken away because of her husband's suit. He paid off the debt and paid off the farm so that her family could keep it. In 2008, when Jennifer Hudson lost her mom, brother, and nephew, Donald Trump housed the rest of their family in Trump Tower for a very extended period of time at no cost. He encountered a woman on the Brooklyn Bridge that was about ready to end her life. He stopped, he talked with her, he prayed with her, and then he slipped her a $100 bill.
Yes, you might be thinking this lady doesn't know what Trump has done till date. She knows everything, but just because of her TDS, she is bound to do this. When I saw this video, I had to laugh out too because I'm not surprised. Libras will never see anything good in Trump. That is what I see every single day.
Donald Trump housed the rest of their family in Trump Tower for a very extended period of time at no cost. He encountered a woman on the Brooklyn Bridge that was about ready to end her life. He stopped, he talked with her, he prayed with her, and then he slipped her a $100 bill. She framed it and then later credited him for saving her life. In the 90s, he came up on a stranded motorist on the New Jersey highway. He stopped to help him, and after learning about his financial and medical issues, Donald Trump sent a check to pay for all of it. In the 1980s, he learned from the news about a family that lost their home in New York due to a fire, leaving them homeless, and the dad was facing chronic. He privately sent them a check to cover housing and medical costs. In 2016, before he announced his presidency, he met a veteran that was struggling with PTSD. He sent him a check for $10,000 to help him get treatment and to help stabilize his family. In the 1980s, he covered the cost of a heart surgery for a little boy whose family was denied insurance coverage. He sent a $10,000 check to a bus driver in New York that found a woman in distress on a bridge where he stopped to talk to her as she was about to end her life. He wrote him a letter talking about his heroism and the donation check. In the 1980s, he paid to repair the elevators in the Harlem hospital. In 1995, Trump's limo broke down on the New Jersey highway. A motorist named George stopped to help them change the tire. Trump paid off his house, over $100,000. In the pre-2000s, he met a homeless woman that he offered to pay for her housing. He put her up in one of his Trump buildings and is paying for it indefinitely and has paid to have fresh flowers delivered every single day to brighten up her home. When Trump was still in school, one of his classmates' fathers passed away, and Donald Trump's father, Fred, ended up paying for the rest of his education so that he could continue to go to school. Once Donald Trump graduated, he continued that promise and paid for the other 3 kids to finish up their schooling. There are so many more, but I specifically chose ones that were done prior to him even announcing that he was running for his presidency.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, I don't even know why the lady is dating back. Just few days ago, Trump did something. Scott Adams tweeted like he need help because he's suffering from cancer, things like that. Immediately, Trump came in. When you take a look at this, Scott Adams reviews which Trump allies call him after he appealed for President help with cancer treatment, says there is very good chance it saved his life. I was contacted by Don Jr., who is literally in Africa. Don Jr. is calling me and saying, I'm on this. My father wants me to get this done. Then Bobby Kennedy calls me. What can I do? What is the situation? Dr. Uzi calls me. What is the situation? How can I help? And then President Trump, best president ever, he posted my message to him that was on X yesterday. And he said, on Eid. He was on Eid. Trump came in, and now this man is getting help. So there is nothing. I can count many things that he has done. No matter how you disagree with someone politically, always learn to see the truth. Yeah, say the truth about the person. See what he's doing. Criticize his bad. Criticize the good part.
Being a Black conservative is embarrassing. I actually get that comment a lot. But if I'm being honest, I can't believe that I was ever a Democrat in the first place. And let me tell you why.
The Trump family has made about $1.8 billion profited off of this government. And he said that Joe Biden didn't know who he was pardoning using an auto pen. How come he don't know who this guy is?
Because he used an auto pen. Meetings with the judge, the meetings that they're supposed to go to when they're listening to what the hell, what?
I love when Sonny passes notes.
We don't know if Trump used an auto pen to part. It was a joke.
Yes. We don't know if Trump used an auto pen to pardon.
Come on.
But we do know that he didn't know who that crypto guy was.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, the hardest thing about this job now is no one understands nuance. You know when you hear a joke, when somebody's fooling around, when they're not saying something specific, especially on this show. I'm very specific when I'm pointing stuff out. When I'm making jokes, you know when I'm making jokes. This is ridiculous. Anywho, the other thing that really upsets me about all of this.
Yes, if you don't know, this came up as a result of Trump investigating Biden auto pen. Congress Republican lawmakers came out and said everything is null and void. Now, Whoopi actually lied openly. Producer came with a note like, you need to do that correction. That was a lie. Whoopi said it was a joke. So you can understand exactly how these people are. She had to turn everything on top of the paper. That should tell you a lot. This is not the first time they are doing corrections on air. So when I saw this, I was like, it's not surprising. That is the view. A lot of people often question, why are these people still on air? That has always been my question for a very long time. Because what they spew on this show on daily basis, sometimes I just watch it, to bring out these kind of clips so you can see exactly what they are doing. It gets on my nerves every single time. There is something Sonny Austin actually said here, Trump administration is benefiting off. If you remember, there is this crypto guy recently that was pardoned by Trump. Trump had an interview 2 days ago where he said he doesn't really know about that guy. They started questioning that. I was like, when Biden was there, pardoning people here and there, these people stand for it. They supported the idea, even supported the fact that he pardoned his family. That should tell you a lot about these people. And crazy at a certain point. I don't always like to even react to videos coming from these people. I think I'm going to end here. I want to appreciate people constantly supporting me, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. Please subscribe. When you see my notification, always share the videos. I try every single day, to bring update. And for people who constantly say they don't understand me, please continue to watch the videos. Along the way, you will understand. This is how I speak in real life. I don't fake anything. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the YT algorithm.
This past weekend, the shutdown took its worst turn yet, as notices began to go out for health insurance premium hikes, and millions of Americans also lost their SNAP.
But there seems to be a lot of blowback over the Halloween theme party at Mar-a-Lago this year, which I guess was inspired by the Jazz Age novel of the rich and privileged, The Great Gatsby.
Or Satan's side? God's side or Satan's side?
That as a first black couple, we couldn't afford any missteps.
As women of color, that's not ready. And that was my first instinct.
Have more Republicans on the show, but they don't want to come on. They're scared of us.
It's
history.
When I say I'm not going to be apocalyptic,
He even gets an off
If the Democrats
thing, because how many times somebody asks
for
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't do that.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
yeah.
President Obama.
Is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
Want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show.
to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not all the same people that are in these polite...
Disagree with what Gavin Newsom said that he doesn't.
Dave Chappelle.
Without of interest.
I mentioned last night Trump was bragging about how well he did.